Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. So today it's time to dig out those circular dies again. Now it doesn't matter if they're just nesting dies and plain or if they're fancy. As long as you've got a lot in the set, then you can do what we need to do with this card. So for this set I'm going to use this circular box and card builder, and the reason I'm using this is because it has flower dies and border dies in it, as well as the leaves. So for this card I'm going to turn one into an umbrella and the other one into a pocket to hold some flowers. And for this, for the pocket, I've used some wood grain. So I'm going to take this third die down and I'm going to cut that out. So from some patterned paper and this die, which is the smallest of the shaped edges, I've cut this pattern out. So that's going to be my umbrella. So from the one I'm going to use for the umbrella, I've taken the two dies that will create the border and I'm going to sit these in there. So once you've cut that, this is the shape that you will have, and you've got the pattern in the bottom of your umbrella. Just make sure all the little pieces are pushed out. Don't throw this piece away because this is going to go on the top of your umbrella. Now to create the stick, the handle that goes with it, I've just cut a thin piece of card and that's going to sit under there and be as long as I want it to be. So there's my umbrella, and this is going to be folded to create my pocket. So I'm just going to wrap this around and create my pocket and then flatten it down. And then we can trim off the bottom of that and make it flat, and we can trim the top. Now with these two border dies again and some plain white card, I've cut some strips and they're going to sit one along there and one along there on the bottom. Now with a grey pen and my umbrella, I've just added a little bit of shading that will sit underneath the scallops, and I will add this one with foam pads, and I've added a little bit of shading that will sit on the handle. So we can pop these on one side now until we're ready to use them, and we can bring in some card where we're going to make our own papers. So now we need to choose colours that will blend with the items that we've already made. With some inks and some shaded lilac and broken china, I'm going to smoosh my card. So I need some water. I'm going to put my ink down first, spritz it with a little water, and then with a smoosher I'm going to pick this up and just add this to the card in random areas. So I'm going to dry this off and then repeat the process with the shaded lilac. So there's my card with my broken china and my shaded lilac, and the next thing I'm going to do is just spritz it with some gold. So I'm running out of these, I need to get some more, and particularly this dark gold. So now we can just splatter that onto the card. So decide on the size of card that you want, and I have a 5x7, and just by placing my card onto my base and leaving a small border around two sides, I can come in from this edge a little bit and up from the bottom edge a little bit, and if I cut that out, that will give me the size that I need for my card, and I can repeat the process for the second one. Now with either of the two colours and a small brush, I can just go around the edge of the card just to blend that in with the design. Now I'm also going to blend around the edges of the shapes. Again, I'm using a small brush and one of the inks, and I'm just going to go around the edges of this design, and that will make that stand out a little bit better on that card. Now with this one I'm going to use the lilac one. And I'm going to do the same around the edges of this holder. So there are my panels put in place, and now I need to decide which one is going where. So I think I'll have my umbrella on this one, and I've added some foam pads to the back, and I've put a long strip of adhesive tape down the stem, down the handle. And so this is going to sit on the front of this card along there, and that's just raised up from the card just a little bit, just to give it some definition. And this one I can just add flat to my card. So now I need to pick out some flowers that I want to go with each of these designs. So using mulberry flowers in turquoise and lilac for this card, I've cut the leaves and I've added the flowers. And then for this one I've used the flowers from the die set that's in the box kit, and I've created another flower and some leaves that will sit along there. So I'm going to go away and glue these in place, and then I'll come back to you and we'll add the sentiments. So there are my two cards. I've added my flowers, my sentiments, I've added little bows, I've glittered my flowers, and they're all now ready to send. So this has been another way to use your circular dies. One is to make a little cone to put the flowers in, the other one is to turn it into an umbrella. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please leave me a comment and click the like button. And why not subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.